I'm the CEO of Prairie Aquatech. Prairie Aquatech was started in conjunction with South Dakota State University. There were two professors, and they were looking at ways to increase the inclusion rates of plant-based meals in aquaculture diets. At the time, the price of fish meal was extraordinarily high. Its supply was very low. And so we were simply looking at, how might we do that, in particular with soybean meal. And so we partnered with South Dakota soybean processors here in South Dakota, where they supply most of our soybean meal supply. And we take that through a proprietary process that helps enable the soy-based product to be used more effectively by fish and shrimp. Much of what we produce is sold around the world. We're currently selling in Europe and Southeast Asia, in Latin America. We're showing that we're able to improve both the health of the animal, the fish or the shrimp, as well as the health of the environment, because our process enables all of the nutrients to be absorbed by the animal. There's a number of challenges that occur in aquaculture. One is with just the health and nutrition of the animal itself. In the feeds, they want to be formulated with high quality protein ingredients, and those high quality protein ingredients need to be very digestible. So things like nitrogen and phosphorus, those need to be digested by the animals. And many raw material sources don't enable that type of digestion to occur. They're very hard to digest, and in some cases they cause excretion into the water from undigested nutrients, and that pollutes the aquatic environment. And so on the one hand, there's health and nutrition reasons to feed fish and shrimp. On the other hand, it's the environment that they live in, and so we're trying to help keep the environment, the aquatic environment, clean from undigested nutrients. And the way that you do that is by making all of the nutrients in the feed available for the health of the animal. We have a very good raw material supply of soybean meal here in the central part of the United States. It's from the open prairies, so there's no deforestation occurring. Many feed manufacturing customers are concerned about where their soy products are coming from, and given we're here on the open prairie, there should be no concern about the sourcing of a very high quality raw material. When you start with a plant-based material like soybean meal, you're gaining a lot of benefits that you may not realize you have when you compare that to a poultry byproduct meal or a fish meal, which are common ingredients that are used in aquaculture diets. Starting with a plant-based meal gives you a unique balance of amino acids that you may not find in other marine or other animal-derived protein products. And so we're very fortunate to start with that plant-based material. And through unique processing methods, we're able to concentrate that protein so that the feed manufacturers are able to work better with that. So there are ways that you can work with plant-based meals and increase their inclusion levels in those diets. There's a unique advantage in terms of using soybean meal in aquaculture diets. And that unique advantage is the fact that it's a commodity that's traded in the commodity markets. And when that price is established, even though it's volatile on a daily basis, you have an ability to lock in a price over a 12 to 24 month period. And you can do that in a paper contract and not have to take physical possession of the goods. There's other commodities like fish meal that you're unable to do that. Once you buy fish meal, you're physically taking possession of those goods, and it's not a commodity that's actively traded on the open markets. And so what we then are able to do for our customers is we're able to lock into a supply of the raw material, which is soybean meal, and when we lock into that supply, we're locking in the price, and then we extend that economic advantage to our customers so they know what the price is going to be in their feed formulation for a very long period of time. Here at our research and development facility, we have an ability to take our protein ingredient and immediately move it into an extruder, which is what feed manufacturers use to extrude pelleted feeds for both fish and shrimp. So having access to that extruder allows us to test the product immediately after it's produced in the same conditions that our customers would experience that. So we're able to adjust the extruder parameters and really understand the functionality that the ingredient has. And then equally important is being able to take that extruded feed and test that in a recirculating aquaculture system to be able to test both process conditions that are used to make a protein ingredient as well as the ingredient itself and it's the ingredient inside of the feed formulation. And the recirculating aquaculture system that we have here on site, it has maximum flexibility to be able to test species of all different types. So we're testing warm water species like tilapia, cold water species like trout and salmon. We're testing shrimp, and we're really testing them from all phases of life. So we have a hatchery here on site where we're able to hatch the eggs. We're raising the fish or the shrimp all the way through their grow-out cycle. So we're able to understand how the ingredients and how the feeds are impacting those species all the way through their development.